Ladies and gentlemen, lovers of war, traders of great renown, I, the strategic Indian, bid you welcome to my channel, where our motto is think, practice thinking. If you like the content, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment, which will greatly help with the almighty YouTube algorithm. Wars are expensive? Total wars are totally expensive. Therefore, if you would like to, then you can support my armies and cities via coffee or directly through PayPal. Links are in the description below. Other than a one-time donation, those entering the monthly membership tiers can have my heaven shaker armies named after themselves and watch with pride as they blaze their way to glory. For the city builder in you, whole cities can be named after you, which will last the test of time herself. Thanks in advance for any and all support. Now, on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dawn of Man, where we are continuing with our build-up of the Ozymandian Kingdom. We are almost reaching towards the end point of the Ozymandian Kingdom. This has been a tremendous journey, all the way from the very first hut that we went ahead and built, which was right here, and also those times where we went ahead and fought against all of those raids. Now the raiders are coming with iron tools, with iron mail armor. They are coming in and they wish to attack us and destroy us. They are coming with steel weapons. Look at these large oval shields that they are bringing with them. And what we are going to do is we are going to defend every inch of our sacred city. So let's close the two doors right here. Let's close this particular door right here. Our cows are moving away. That is quite nice. They are very intelligent. They are able to go ahead and disperse. Some cow is dead over here. I'm going to collect that skin. We have got everybody in position. We are going to also stop this two towers, this door, and let's go ahead and look at this attack coming in. Let's go into Imna. Imna is firing. Emna ran out of goods, so let's get out of that. Let's go ahead and look from the perspective of this raider. This raider is a bit on the high point, but it is getting a lot of fire coming downhill from it. They are broken up, one wall section, but they don't have a clear way into the city yet. Their numbers are thinning out. We are going to carry the day very, very soon. There's somebody firing from very far away. Look at that fire coming in. There, we got him. We got him, boys. And we celebrate. Beautiful. We had 246 people. We are down to 245. So probably one person died, either from the raiders or from old age or whatever. They broke two sections of the wall, and this would allow them to enter the city, but it's okay. We'll rebuild that. Now, we have got all reinforced platforms all the way through. We have built up most places. We do require a few more animals for our carts. We are not going to give the order for that yet because it's winter. All the animals are probably inside somewhere, and they won't be able to come at the cart, so we won't go ahead and do that. Somebody, Goranda, is very sick, probably injured from the fighting, so I'm going to ask her to go back into the hut so that she doesn't get into a disease inducing situation, into infections and so whatnot. Let's hope the next harvest is better because we are losing a little bit of straw. So I'm going to ask them to go ahead and plant some barley. I don't care. I don't need it. I don't need the food. I need the straw. I'm a min-maxer. I like those large bounces in that. I want these curves to always go up and not down. It's just the way I am. I'm a min-maxer. I'm a loot goblin. I see this. I get happier when I see that I have a larger amount than I had from the previous year. I'm not going to put this one down. This is quite undulated. It's stupid. I don't want to put that over here. Let's check our sticks and log situation is great. Our iron situation is great. So I'm going to give orders for these particular towers to be built up into guard towers because we just had a raid come in. We'll have enough time to build all of this. If not, we'll build it after the planting season. I'm not going to put that many for building because, yeah, let's not go ahead and overstretch ourselves. That's the point. That's the name of the game. Don't overstretch. Let's bump it up to speed 4. In today's episode, let's try to get all of this upgraded to guard towers. You can see the enemy is not able to break up our towers because they're so far behind the defenses. They have a bunch of obstacles in the front of them. They have got all of these trading transposts over here, which stops them from coming and standing right in this little hill and firing downhill at us. They are always moved further ahead or they have to spread out. And as soon as they spread out, we basically got them. We have got 181 animals for a total capacity of 300. That's why I'm going to keep the goats because I love goats. Did I mention I love goats? I love goats. We are going to, so as I was saying, we are going to try to get all of these into guard towers. For that, I will require a lot more bloomeries. So let's go ahead and build more bloomeries. And here the bloomeries, I'm going to make them face the storage capacity. So that will be fantastic because they'll be able to pick up and immediately they will be able to smelt things and then go ahead and drop them at the storage points. Look at that. All of this is going to build up very quickly. We are going full speed ahead. Wolf attack, I don't care. Somebody died of starvation because they are the biggest genius of this world. With 1840 food, they decide to die of starvation. Nohak has got infection, but it's fine. He will be able to survive. He had more than half his health, and I think they lose 50%, 45 to 50% of their health per infection. So then he's going to survive it. Probably, albeit just. He's just going to survive it. Let's see what the trader has got, and I hope he can bring some horses. Of course, he never brings things you actually want. Okay, he's got some donkeys. Let's buy donkeys. Let's buy steel things, linen clothes, some food, some iron. And I'm going to pay him with bones because we are eternal cheeky souls. My cheeky souls tells me to get rid of all of these bronze items in the iron and steel age, but he doesn't know what just hit him. He has been completely bamboozled. Go away. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the number of donkeys also up to 100. So we will be able to make sure that the carts that we put down from in the previous episode, they get all assigned animals. So since this is not the winter season, I am going to now ask no horses pull plows, and those horses will be able to then go, if they are pulling plows, to go ahead and pull carts. I need carts to be pulled. More carts, the merrier. We have 56 sleds. Let's see how many sleds we actually want them to build. 50, so they're not going to build any more sleds, and we are going to go ahead and make more carts, which is going to go all the way up to 89, and we have currently got 86, so we are quite close. So all of those extra commands are going to get eliminated because we're going to hit the limits and we're going to maintain those limits. If we see a lot of horses and donkeys just lazing about, then we can go ahead and increase the number of carts. Somebody is using the water wheel. I heard him. Where are you? Right here. Let's go look at the water wheel. I promised you guys we'd look at the water wheel. Look at that. Ooh. That's better. Look at that. They are going to put the wheat in this hopper, and then the wheel is going to turn the grindstone, which is going to get, so there he goes, he's going to go and put in extra wheat in the hopper, and then the stone is going to grind it, and with this little slit right there, which you can see, oh, he's going to collect wheat flour over here, which he's going to then carry. He's carrying extra, there, look at that. I just heard that wheel turning, and I was like, hey, I promised you guys that we would look at the water wheel in action. Let's look at the water wheel in action. The attack has happened, so there is nothing to worry about. We don't have any attackers coming in now. And here we go. There he is going. He's adding the grain to the hopper. Rinse and repeat. He's moving the flour so that there is space for the flour to come in. Grindstone is doing its job. I hope you enjoyed that little bit. We have got enough water wheels to make sure that we are able to quickly convert everything into flour. As you can see, we got all of the farming done. I'm going to ask for another barley farm to be put here. Let's see if we can pull it off. I forgot to add it at the beginning. Let's see if they can. If they can't, they can't. We still have a little bit of the season left. Look, all of our bloomeries are up. We have asked for 50 iron to be built, so we have got 55 iron, so we are not going to build any more iron, and this is now going to go into our blacksmiths, who are going to convert it into tools. And most of the tools are already done, because else I would have orders for additional tools to come in. So we have sticks, we have got iron, we have got enough straw, leather, whatever we need. Let's go ahead and upgrade these into guard towers. There are two posts over here which were not reinforced. Let's reinforce them. The rest are reinforced. So we have full reinforced platforms. And we are very soon going to go ahead and get fully upgraded towers. I'm going to push up the amount of stone that we need, because I also plan to make some stone walls. So let's go ahead and ask for 125% stone. That's 315 stones. That's crazy. Crazy. And of course, you don't want to build these walls when you are very close to an attack coming in. Since we already just had an attack, we are going to go ahead and build. But if you think an attack is coming in, it goes without saying. Please don't try to go ahead and be brave. No point. We worked really hard for so many hours to build up the Ozymandian Kingdom. Don't want to throw it away at this stage. I don't think we require too much clay at this stage, because we have all the bloomeries built. So I brought the amount of clay to be collected down. I'm going to look at the work areas for clay, and the ones which are very far away, so say this one, we are going to remove. Don't need it. This one is also a bit far away. Let's get rid of it. Let's check our tree cutting areas. Very important to do that. There's a bit of trees right here, so let's move him over here. Let's check this tree cutting area. We got to move him back so that additional trees can be cut. Let's check this. Yeah, this is quite empty. So why don't you go and cut the trees over here? Bit inefficient because, yeah, that is, so first of all, I have to cross the river, and second of all, there aren't that many trees over there. So I'm going to ask for this clump to be built, to be cut down. Let's move this over here because there are a lot of mature trees which have come up. Tree cutting is, of course, a completely non-negotiable part of your work. You have to constantly move. You have to constantly make sure that enough trees are getting cut, and that is something which we will have to do all the time. Right, like right here, you see, all of these trees had gotten cut. Let's move it over here. Nice clump, very nice clump. Right, and this was the one that we had just put down. And I think a better clump is actually over here. Let these trees actually mature. They're not that mature. And in addition to that, some straggling trees which we didn't cut down, we are going to cut down, so that we have a bit of a clean and the work of harvesting is actually done very well. You can see only half of the season is over, and we also planted and we also got it harvested. So this is fantastic. This is fantastic. I'm quite happy. I'm very happy with the way we are progressing. All of that is because of the 2 episodes where we went ahead and spent an hour unentangling things. So make sure you go ahead and do that from time to time, that you just don't continue to build and then just stop everything and go ahead and simply look at all the orders that you have given and go ahead and take out things that you don't need to get built or constructed, any places which are not, if any trees are exhausted, you can then go ahead and move those tree areas. Always check if your blacksmiths are functioning properly. Yes, they are. Some of them don't even have any tasks because we have enough of things built up. What I am going to do now is we are going to go enter the Steel Age. There we go. Steel Age. Really, we are done. So we are now going to get steel tools, which are the best tools in the game. We don't need them per se, because what we are going to do is we are going to do with iron tools. And later, in a little while, we are going to actually go to steel tools too. So this entire side was built up quite quickly, if I may add. Look at all of this bloomeries in action. Let's go and look at the bloomeries. The Ozymandian Kingdom is almost complete. So let's enjoy this production hub that we have built up. At speed 4, let people go running around. And right now all we are doing essentially is waiting for a raider attack, which comes along right here. So they're coming from this same side. Are you a raider or yeah, you're a raider. Let's press the alarm. We have to quickly close these things. I run these guys back in because they were walking. These guys are tired. They're running full speed. Let's get them inside the house. Let's look from the raider's perspective. Here they go. They're spreading out. That's exactly what we want them to do. The more they spread out, the merrier it is for us. Because if they run towards the further gates, then they are going to essentially help getting shot at by the people who are manning those gates. So that is actually not to our disadvantage, it is to our advantage. A few people will die in this corner. Let's look at this raider woman who is getting shot at. She got shot down. Her compatriots are running for their lives. Look at them run. That is the range. There's a tremendous amount of range which is there for the towers. And again, they just managed to break a single unit of stone wall. They couldn't break any of our towers. They couldn't break our spirit. They couldn't break anything. They are gone. And now I am going to go ahead and give the orders for these towers to be upgraded. We're going to do a mass upgradation because now we have a full year between now and next winter to build up these towers. We have enough straw, we have enough iron, we have got enough of everything, wood and wood and branches too. So this is what the Ozymandian Kingdom is looking like. People are going ahead and working, earning things. They are building up a lot of steel. Steel is excellent. We love steel. And once these towers are built up, I'm going to increase the tool limits because we have space to store them, and then I can actually go ahead and use up all of these iron and whatever things we have. We can also sell off a lot of things right now. I'm trying to get rid of all the bronze items because I don't want them in my inventory. They are not efficient, and therefore I don't want them to use bronze. So there are only 17 bronze knives, so to speak. We don't have any spears of bronze quality, only 29 bronze axes which need to go. Always keep a few fishing rods, else they drive you completely insane. We have a lot of bronze sickles, but that makes sense because we always have an overabundance of sickles, and some bronze picks, only 7. Let's look at the guard towers being built. Look at this. Guard towers are now going to have additional people in them, and therefore we will be able to fire additional arrows at the people who are coming in, and therefore it's going to make their job of raiding us doubly difficult. If I can fit some towers over here, I'll see if I can. Then I will put in a few towers. I don't like to cheese. I don't like to put more towers than I need to. I mean, this is already enough. This is the late game, and they are able to just break 1 unit of stone. That's pathetic. That's how pathetic they have become. Speaking of stone, let me look at my stone collection area. I don't have any stone collection area. See, this is how the game, tricks you. You think that I increased my stone collection area, I'm going to be fine, and then suddenly all the stone is used up. You are without stone, and then what you have is that you have asked for a large section of the wall to be built, and that can't be built because you don't have any stone. Raid comes in, GG. But that's not going to happen on our watch. We are going to get ahead and think of everything. We're going to build up slowly. That's why we always make sure we have plenty of everything. We check from time to time. We unentangle and get the most out of things. So let's watch the stone shoot up. I think all of our towers are already upgraded. Let's see if we can put in additional towers. Not in the corners, but anywhere else. Tower here, tower here. These ones I don't put on the Excel sheet that I have already given out. You're free to build the Ozymandian Kingdom at your own leisure. I hope you do that and get a lot of pleasure out of it as I did myself planning this. And this was a huge project and it took me really hundreds of hours to do. Initially, I had just a small one, and then that was not up to my ambition. And I wanted to just make it much better, much bigger, much more grand scale. And this is where we are at. Wherever we find a gap, we are going to throw up and put in towers. Never put towers too far back because then they are going to populate those towers, and then yeah, if there are no raiders in that vicinity, then no, they cannot fire at anything. Our iron is getting used up quite a lot, quite quickly, so we will have to be a bit careful. But what are you lacking? You lack a bit of straw. Okay. That's a bit strange that we ran out of straw completely. But we increased the amount of straw that we are going to bring in. And what we can also do is I can make more fields of barley. I think I'll leave it. I'll leave it because I already have enough of barley. I have enough barley. And this is a calming music is going on. We used up all of our logs. This game really, the amount of logs you need, they either need to cut down or there's no point thinking about it because yeah, it's not going to get developed any further. There's no point discussing it. But the log cost is just enormous. Enormous. Always go for the trees which are nearest to you. This is the planting season and we have already done most of the planting. We are super efficient. Look at how nice we are. Let's get these straggling trees. Wolf attack happened. I'm not going to harvest this wolf just to insult it. I don't want to bring somebody. Well, this guy came all the way to harvest that. This is really stupid. He comes all this way to harvest and then I tell him not to harvest and now he has to go back. So I'm going to just press the alarm. Yeah, whatever. So that the tasks are reset a little bit. We are at 135%. That's not too much. That's really not too much. Let's look at what is causing this 135%. That's a lot of meat which requires to be dried, causing this. But that is because we have that first man architecture and also that little square that we put around the future site of the stone circle. So we do have a bit of food drying right here and over here. But we have 570 meat for 599 grain. And we have 53 bread. So we are going to make a lot of burgers. A lot of beef and mutton burgers are going to be made. Also nice amount of bacon, which we're going to go ahead and do. All of these towers are holding up the show because they do require a lot of hay, and that is why our workload is was a bit high. We are down to 103%. That's nothing to worry about. As I said, 103%, you should calculate that as 130% because a part of it does not show. All of that has been explained. Let's continue getting rid of our bronze items and our bone. At this stage, all we are doing is just buying time from the merchant. We don't require anything. We produce everything. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to select some obelisks to be built. So I am going to require a lot of obelisks. I'm going to calculate, of course, in a little while. Because I'm a min-maxer, you know me, I'm not going to do things without any reason. Unless those reasons allow me to get a greater number of pixels. I'm a pixel hoarder. Look at me. I love my pixels and I'm going to go for all of these pixels. A nice clump of obelisks right here and across the river. This map, I've played it so many times, I have it completely memorized. Look at this bullshit. I have to now go ahead and... I hate this. If you are doing something and then you do a misclick, it really punishes you. This game's controls are really not the best. Could have been much better. I have 3 over here. They're a bit further. I don't need them. I'm going to get this nearer one. Let's pull towards Ozymandian Kingdom and see which is nearby. There is one over here. Fantastic. So we selected these 2. There's one more over here. Nice. Let's pull back a little bit. 2 more over here. I like them because they are, of course, on the opposite side, but not, they're in a straight line to my colony. Those ones are behind some hills, so they have to pull them above hills, and that takes a long time and effort. This is also a nice one. So let's count. We have got 5, 10, 12. So I'm going to give the order for these to be cut. Let's actually see how many we need. Oh, we got a huge... Oh, this is terrible. All our barley got infected. Oh, this is bad. But we have to live with it. So we need 4 obelisks for this particular thing. 6 for over here and 3 for over here. So we need 13. We have 12. So we need 1 more. Let's go back to the primal vision and try to get 1 more. And then we will be able to build the entire religious sector, which is going to happen in the coming episodes. We're not going to build it in this episode. We don't have... it's not possible. It takes forever for them to drag these stones all the way from Middle Earth to over here. This is the hunting season. This is the harvest season after all. So I won't give too many extraneous tasks. Already cutting all of these obelisks does take a bit of their time. And of course they have to do it in the time when I need them to do other things. Ah, there's one here. So that will complete all of the ones that we actually need for completing our district. Let's get some steel, iron. Let's get all of these things. Let's get this. Let's get this. Yeah, we need to get the straw because we are not going to get enough straw. Ah, great. We can also get horses, which is going to be very easily bought because we have a bunch of bronze. Let's give away all the bones in the world. In the steel age, this idiot is going to buy bones from us. Well, who can stop him if he's that intelligent? Let him go ahead and do that. Let's give away these things. Let's give away some. I have a lot of flex. So I'm not going to buy anymore. On contrary, I'm going to give away. Let's hope the next year we don't have this disease of barley. As you can see, we have planted mostly barley, 1 emmer and 1 einkorn, and that's einkorn could have gotten the disease, didn't. We had a bad roll, but it's fine. We have enough logs and sticks, a bunch of sticks, 372 sticks, more than what I can hope for. To look at the number of megaliths that you have, I have hotkeyed it to F so that you can see 1 megalith has already been constructed, and we can ask it to be converted into a rolling megalith. Let's press enter to return back to our beautiful city. We are not going to give the order for stone walling, which we are going to do right after this attack because of the reasons that I already went through. Save is coming in. Iron mine got exhausted, and this is a bad feature of the game. It doesn't tell you which one got exhausted, but I know it's going to be this one because this is the one which is the nearest. And what we are going to do is go ahead and build a deep iron mine. Only build deep iron mines after your main iron mine has been exhausted, because else if you build a deep iron mine, you don't get all the iron which you get from the initial one. So you just get what you would get from the deep iron mine, not from the normal iron mine. And then once you build the deep iron mine, then you get extra. So we have got a blizzard coming in. This is a bit of a dangerous situation because yeah, we are going to have raiders. I'm pretty sure we are going to have raiders, and that's no good. Let's give away all of this linen, and we're going to stop buying after this because yeah, we are so let's go ahead and press the alarm. Let's go ahead and look in the primal eye who is where. Let's make sure everybody's returning, so I can see everybody's returning. Let's go over here. Yeah, some people are going to work, so let's press the bell again. They really don't need to work in this season. We have got almost everything built, so some people are going out. Let's ring the bell again. And I don't see anybody very far away, so we should be good. 4 people have joined our settlement. Fantastic. We are at 264. We are now reaching the place of towards the end of the Ozymandian Kingdom, because we have got um, a maximum limit of 300 citizens that we can go ahead and get in the vanilla game. The game stalls after that. The game does not allow you to get a gigantic amount of people beyond 300. Maximum I got ever in my life is 317, and that was, I think, quite high. And you can't go above that because the number of people who are coming into your colony is equal to the number of people who are actually going to die out. Now I have to go and manually go and do all of this clicking. They should have given an option of converting everything into a megalith. So yeah, this game does a bit of poor clicking. Let's look at our stats panel. Our welfare is at 93%. I have explained what that means. We are at 1,000 prestige. So all of these buildings that we are going to build are not going to convert into higher amount of prestige, but it doesn't matter. Our animals are going to eat a lot of grain this season because we do have we didn't have enough. We didn't have enough straw coming in because we had bad harvest. Let's go ahead and build some carts so that we don't have idle horses standing by, and they can then get converted into going and getting hitched to the ride, and therefore get out of the food chain, because if they're hitched to the cart, then they do not require any food to be fed during the winter months, and they also don't require any shelter. So they essentially are completely bulletproof. Trader is coming in. I can see him. There he is. 3 horses, 2 horses. Let's see what we can actually give away, because we have given away quite a lot. We gave away a lot of things very quickly, but we still have a lot of purchasing power. I don't need so much linen. We have enough of that. So that's what I said in the beginning, that we are going to essentially buy time. And that's what we are in the business of doing. All of our towers have been constructed. I didn't have the raid come in yet, so we are not going to stonewall. We are not going to stonewall. I am also not going to increase my tool capacity because I am going to be pulled in a lot of different directions. So this is our first iron mine, a deep iron mine, which has been built. Let's go and have a look at that. So this is the deep iron mine. Look how beautiful this is. There is a pulley system for people to pull out the ore, and there is some ferric oxide outside. Let's increase speed. There is not going to be much which we would be able to do at this stage. We have consolidated. This is our beautiful weavers district with a lot of supply nearby. Look at this supply. They are filled with chainmail, they are filled with linen, clothes, because we have built up an overabundance of linen and wool clothes. Raid is coming in. Always check if there are people nearby so that they don't do stupid things like this guy. Please don't. This guy was about to throw a spear at this huge party of raiders and become an N hero. He would become an hero right now. So let's go ahead and block these doors. We know the drill right now. Is there no gate over here? I need to build another gate. They broke the inner gate. Yeah, this game often hides information very, very nicely. So here is the raid coming in. Look at this raiding party. Raiding party, they are going to wait at this little bridgehead, trying to make up their mind. And then they are going to see where they are going to go. There they go. They are going to split up. They've split up into two groups. He's now trying to break this double wall. And some of them have gone beyond to the next wall, and that's not going to help them. There we go. Such a late game raid, and they didn't manage to kill anybody. They managed to kill a dog. A single dog has given its life for the glory of the Ozymandian Kingdom. We shall remember. And let's go back to work. Yeah, I thought there is some gap over here. There isn't. There isn't. We're fine. A lot of our food situation went down. So should I give order for fruits to be collected? I have more than enough food. Even if I go down to 1,000 food, that will be still 3 to 1. That's enough. And the food situation is down because last time we had a huge problem of the barley going to waste. So we are going to recycle this gate and so that we can build in 2 gates. And I am now going to finally give the order for stone walling. Let's go ahead and stone wall. We are always going to do the corners first. Stone wall. And let's do 2. Let's do 2. Let's check the farming. They came in during the planting season, but we got the entire planting thing done, so we are good. Let's look at the number of carts. 96 carts. We're pushing up. We're going up in the world of carts. We are not going to build any more sleds. That's not worth it. We are approaching 100 donkeys and 100 horses. The number of animals we have are 205. Went up a little bit, but we are going to be able to support them. We have more than enough infrastructure to do so. How come I can't build a fruit tree over here? Yeah, fruit trees take quite a lot of space. I even made a plan where I would have certain fruit trees in my Ozymandian Kingdom. But I could never get that to work because, fruit trees take up a weird amount of space. And then you are never able to predict where that is going to be. And then you are not going to be able to go ahead and plan that, pre-plan that. So I'm going to put down the cairn. We are, of course, going to watch the cairn getting built. We are not going to put in the others because then they are going to start pulling all the megaliths simultaneously, and they're going to plant them willy-nilly, and I want to build them one at a time. We brought our linen under control. We had a bunch of extra linen because, yeah, we have a finite amount of bows that we can build, and we have already built all the bows in the world and all the linen clothes in the world, and I don't need any more. So, of course, I can give away some linen cloth. I can give away the remnants of my bronze tools because that's what I'm doing with the trader. As soon as it comes in, I really don't need to give it away. I don't need to buy these things right now, but I'm doing it so that I can make better tools, better, cleaner inventory. Let's go full speed. As you can see, the cairn requires some stone, it requires some clay, and that's what we went ahead and loaded up. And now we are going to wait for 4 rolling megaliths to be pulled and brought over. We are going to follow the journey of the megaliths when it happens, when they come nearby, not when they are like a million miles away. I see a bunch of cows loafing about. Oh, wait a minute. Let me quickly build up these 2 gates. Wait a minute. Hold the horses. Because right now I have got a chink in my armor. I don't want that. Right. Let's go ahead and build more stone walls because we have the time. This is the summer season. I'm not going to collect the fruits. Forget it. Always before you give any order, make sure you have the raw materials for that in your inventory. Else you're going to have a bad time. We have enough stone, and therefore let's give the orders for all of these to go and become stone walls. Always check over here. Like right here, I have a problem in that I can't access this. So I'm going to deconstruct this, and I'm also going to reclaim these, and this little thing I'm going to reclaim because they can't reach this. And then what happens is that they just try to keep on coming over here, or yeah, whatever. And then they are never able to complete that task. Over here in this side, as we said, always have extraneous walls. Just bullshit walls you want to put over here so that they get busy trying to break those, and you can then profit off their mistakes. My god, we have 2 barley back-to-back failures. What is this? Come on. Come on, game. Why you do this to me? Come on, this is egregious. This is egregious. So, yeah, even so that's why it's nice that we transitioned away from these huts and we went to round houses because they don't require that much straw to maintain. They do require some straw, but not as much, and they last longer. So that's good. The trader is going to be a jackass. He's not going to get any straw because that's what we need. He's not going to get that. Let's give away some wool and whatever. Small things, whatever comes, whatever is nearer to us, we're going to give away. We have 100 carts now. I still don't see any carts lying unattended. So that tells me that we are doing quite well. 4 people join our colony. That's great. Let's build some more carts. Somebody died of starvation. You're a genius, dude. How did you manage to do that? Where did you have to go? Really? This game. Probably went to get one of these megaliths, and that's what happens. But that's why we always ring the bell from time to time, and we just came out of a raid, so I thought that, yeah, all the tasks were definitely reset. But yeah, they are just super intelligent. Nothing, I bow to their intelligence. Can't do anything. AI, after all, is going to take over the world. Oh no. I'm checking all of my straddle granaries to make sure that there are empty spaces, and there shall be empty spaces because yeah, all of our barley harvest just went for a toss. So this is what I mentioned in the very first episode. You want to have a gigantic amount of food built up because you really don't know when you are going to need it. These two gates have been built up, and all we now need to do is build up these stone walls. Stone walls are going to get up, and that is going to add to our protection. Of course, mind you, even if the stone wall is not there, not built up, we have it blocked by transposts and these totems. So they are not going to access any empty bit of wall anyways. So that is an additional level of protection that we put in. As soon as they build something, they say haha, and that's really funny. And so a lot of things were getting built up very quickly, and it felt like there was some laughing club, some comedy club going on, and people were just enjoying themselves. And that's what people are doing. This is the Ozymandian Kingdom. We are enjoying ourselves. Look at all of these stone walls go up. Very soon we are going to go and look at the amount of beer that we are building, because that will eat up a lot of my grain harvest. So let me just quickly go ahead and reduce the number of beer to 10 so that I have some but not a lot. Trader is here. He's not going to bring any straw, and he also left. So no, he's still around. Another blizzard. Wow, 2 blizzards back to back, 2 bad harvests back to back. Game is really throwing the whole monkey wrench at us. But okay, we will survive. Let's not buy so much. We can build our steel things. We don't need this. Let's buy this. Yeah, 412 I can manage. Let me give away this 44 extra and some of this extra. Get out of here. So again, we'll have to ring the alarm bell. And let's look out, because we have people outside getting a bunch of megaliths from far away. So we have to be a bit careful. Let's slow the game down. Yeah, people are needing to come back, so please run back. Wolf attack, I don't care. Gorgol has been killed by a wolf. I'm not going to harvest this wolf. Let's look really far away. Are there people? Nobody's there. We don't expect any attacks. Let's ring the bell again. And then let's continue upgrading our walls. Reason for this is, oh, raider attack. That's strange. So even a raider attack, man. Look at this. This is the biggest challenge to our Ozymandian Kingdom to date. This is the biggest challenge because everybody is a bit cold. The weather, what is the temperature right now? It's minus 10 degrees freezing. So we have got a lot of problems, but we are going to overcome. This is the greatest challenge that is being thrown at us. We are using up all of our grain. We don't have enough straw. Luckily, we got all of these built up and we don't have any gaps in our armor. They are coming from a side where we have a bunch of towers. So they are going to suffer quite a lot. So let's ensure that suffering for them. I'm going to look from the vantage point of this guard tower and see how things go. Let's enjoy. Let's sit back. Beyond those trees are the raiders. We can't see them. But we have begun firing. There goes our outgoing fire. People are coming towards us. They're trying to overwhelm and they are spreading out, which is exactly what we want. One tower is down. Let's hope the next season we don't have barley disease. I think they're thinning out now. They don't have the numbers anymore. There we go. We carried the day. Let's go ahead and do some emergency constructions. I'm going to remove this banner so that I can build this one stone wall, because over here every stone wall is worth its weight in gold, because that just goes ahead and buys time for us, which is a great service. So I would rather have that, because we have enough places for them to pray and recover morale. We don't need that. But I do require every piece of stone wall that I can squirrel over here. So we're going to have a bit of a heavy workload, because we have to plant, we have to, but we have already started planting, so it's okay. We have a storm coming in. It's really, the game is challenging us, because the game knows that we are beyond its purview of losing. So just to be sure, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that we collect all of the fruits in the next season, because we had quite a lot of terrible, um, we had a very terrible amount of harvests. Two harvests back to back, plus raid, plus blizzard, plus a lot of things. Some grain, let's try to buy that. 99 is no problem for us to pay. So that's why I do things very systematically. If we had gone ahead and increased the tool limit, we would be busy building tools. We would be busy right now building a bunch of tools, and then we won't be able to farm. We won't be able to go ahead and collect food. We won't be able to cut down trees, and we would get into trouble. So only when the coast is clear, we are going to give tasks. Like, for example, we are upgrading the wall. Doesn't need to be done, but we can do it, because at least all the blacksmiths that we have, they are not churning out tools, because if that was also added to the syllabus, then we would get into additional trouble. Let's keep building these walls, because I'm pretty sure the gardening, the planting will go down really well. Gardening. Because in this episode, I do want to get a fully stone-walled Ozymandian Kingdom. That will be quite a nice achievement, I think. Yeah, you see, our farming is already done. Planting is already done. No need to worry. Not even a sweat off of our back. Sometimes these wolves really bother me. I feel like really going in and hunting them. But then, okay, I just decide that no, it's not worth it. Look at all of these. There are 2 megaliths coming in. 2 megaliths are rolling in. This is the first megalith going in between the beautiful trees. We are going on the bridge. And there is another megalith right in front of it, which was also getting pulled. I saw that on the screen. So many fruit trees that we can't even see properly. But look at that. Megalith is definitely coming in. Make sure, this is a bug in the game. If you have a megalith on a bridge and you deconstruct that bridge, then you are going to have a bad time. That megalith is going to disappear, or it's going to bug it out, that you are never going to pull the other megaliths, and then it's a complete mess. So make sure you don't do that. While any megalith is on a bridge like this one is currently, then that is exactly what you don't want to do. Iron mine is exhausted. I'm going to get to it. Let's look at this megalith being pulled. We asked for fruit collection this year because, yeah, our food condition is not dire. I mean, we have plenty of animals, we have plenty of flour and whatever. I don't need it, but yeah, I don't want to have three. I never had 3 harvests back to back bad. But let's see what the game roll does for us. The game can pull off some surprises. Trader is here. Oh, look at this. We have one hut still not upgraded to a roundhouse. So I have to go ahead and do that. I thought I upgraded all of them. There is one right there. Let's follow the journey of this megalith. It's at speed 4, so we are going full speed ahead. The right beyond these walls, right there, is where this megalith needs to go. Look at these two megaliths back to back. They are just being pulled in a race. Wow. Look at that. It's a train. It's a megalith train. There we go. One has been put in, and the second one is also going to get put in. There we go. Two megaliths are in, and we need two more, and then we will be able to build up the cairn. And of course, I hope we don't get a raid during that time, because I want to see and show you guys the entire process of building of the cairn. It's a very beautiful building, and yeah, we are going to see it get constructed. Oh, there is another house over here, which is a hut. So what I'm going to do now is just go across the entire Ozymandian Kingdom and look around and make sure that everything is upgraded. We don't have enough straw to maintain our buildings. Bit of a problem situation. Let's see. Summer is almost over. Fingers crossed. Let's hope the barley harvest does not get screwed up. And, oh, we got it. Yes, we got it. Einkorn got diseased. We have 3 slots of einkorn. Two of them got diseased. That is ideal. Imagine if at this stage we got the barley, and that would not be nice. That would not be nice. That would be terrible for us. 2 more iron mines have gotten exhausted. So let's go ahead, and I know which ones they are, because they are the ones which are the nearest. So it's this guy and this guy. We have a bunch of wolves giving us a hard time, but okay, I'm going to just ignore them. I'm not going to... I can hunt the wolves, but yeah, what am I going to get out of it? Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So we are at harvest season, and we are already at 100% workload. So that is ideal. That's not a lot. Let's get logs, because logs we need for days. Let's keep giving away all of these bronze tools and all the bones in the world. Let's give away some clothes. Go away. So you see, he didn't bring in any straw. He could have brought in straw, but he won't. Or he'll bring in like some bullshit amount. Look at this harvesting going on. Super efficient harvest. It's not even half the time has been expended, and we have already gotten the entire harvest in. We can actually increase the number of fields and still be able to pull it off. We, I think at this point, have a fully stone-walled Ozymandian Kingdom. We are going to check it out in a second. Let me see if I can put in some transposts over here. I don't think so. But if not, then I am going to put some walls. Oh, this clicking in this game is really aggravating. No, we can't. Because else I would have already. So I'm going to go ahead and put in stone walls. Look how quickly this is getting built. As soon as we put in the order, while we are harvesting, we are going and getting all of these things built up. So this is, of course, we are getting towards the end of the Ozymandian Kingdom. This is what it looks like. We are going to now do a little recap. We are on our way to building a cairn, which we shall do in probably the next episode. We are completely enclosed in stone walls. We have got all of our towers into guard towers. We had a bit of a tough situation where we got a very bad harvest, two harvests back to back, because our entire barley was infected, so we couldn't get enough straw. Our food situation therefore went a little bit down, but we got fruits in. We went and ahead and collected fruits. We went and got finally a season where we got the entire harvest done. There you can see the entire harvest is done. Winter has just begun. We had a bad raid where we had the raid happening while just after blizzard hit us. That was no good. But we are going to stabilize. In the next episode, we are going to build probably this stone circle and this little dolmen over here. We're going to build some extraneous housing because we only have places for 305 people, and we can go a little above 300. We are close to 287 population. We are near to the end and the completion of this series. And as soon as this series completes, we are going to go over to the vegan challenge, which is going to really test everything that we have learned in this series. I hope you really enjoyed the Ozymandian Kingdom. But of course, the goodbye of this series is not yet. But we shall bid goodbye at this point. This is where we are. And I really hope that you had a nice Friday watching this. And you are going to have an excellent weekend. And let's hope to see you guys back. Please share this video, it really helps. If you have learned something, then go ahead, put it in the comment, what helped, what didn't help, what you would like changed. I'm here for listening to your feedback and learning and getting better from there. Thank you for viewing, and I hope to see you guys for the next one. Goodbye. This has been the Strategic Indian, signing out.